channel. This is little Flexerton. Look how big she's getting. She is 3 pounds now. She was less than a pound when I got her. And she always is just wants to be on mama's lap. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I know it has been crazy. I haven't been on as much as I used to. Life just kind of got chaotic with COVID and doing my show and starting my new job and new career. So I have been pretty MIA and I apologize for that. But I just wanted to do a little chit chat sesh to talk about something that's very important to me, but also something that's very personal. I was spending some time with my sister and her family a couple weeks ago, and I've not been as close as I used to be with my sister over the years just because she's like an hour away from me, and she has 6 kids and she's very into church and has very specific views on the world. So we were talking the other day and she brought up the fact that in the Bible it says a man and woman lay down together, meaning that a man and a woman belong together. And she said, nowhere in the Bible does it say that 2 women should lay down in a bed together. She said, so I support you, but I don't support your sexuality. That, as much as I didn't want it to bother me or hurt my feelings, it did. It absolutely did. Because in my world, I feel like, how could you be so one-sided? How could you be so narrow-minded, really? I don't believe that the world is made up of man and woman belonging together, or that one person should be with one other person. I think that everyone should have the right to choose who they be with, a right to choose their sexual orientation, a right to choose their sexuality, a right to choose their preferences. I mean, some people don't want to be in love at all, and that's okay too. I think that everyone is and should be allowed to make their own choices. And I think that when you boast your views onto other people so purposefully and so demanding that you be heard, I just don't see eye to eye with that. I didn't wake up one day and choose to be a lesbian. I didn't. Because God knows it would be a heck of a lot easier to just be with a man and not have to deal with the scrutiny and not have to deal with the stares and not have to deal with people like that who are very into God and don't believe that it even is something that should exist. So I just really think that people forget that no matter if they're verbally speaking their truth, that it can hurt. And I think that people forget that abuse isn't just physical, it's mental and it's verbal and it's emotional. And not that I'm saying my sister's abusing me, but I'm saying your words can cut deeper than a knife. And those words that you hear from people, they stick with you a lot longer than an actual scar. And to hear my own sister say that she didn't support my sexuality, that she still loves me, of course, and that she's still my sister, but she doesn't support my choices of relationship, that really kind of rocked my world. Because I never expected my sister to think that way or to feel that way or to even have those ideas. But she's not the only one that I've heard it from. I deal with scrutiny all the time. I deal with people voicing their opinion on the internet. I deal with trolls, on Instagram, saying that God doesn't support lesbian relationships. And my thing too is I've been with men in the past. I am not solely a person who's only been with women my whole life. But I also think that everyone should have the right to choose. We should have the right to choose to be whoever we want to be. Do whatever we want to do in life. I don't think that men are greater than women. And I don't think that you should have such scrutiny put on you for making a personal choice that doesn't affect anyone else. I'm not asking anyone else to get in bed with me and my significant other. I'm not asking you to lay down with us and to think the same way or to feel the same way. You don't have to feel the same way. But you should at least support the right that I choose to live my life this way. Whether you live it or not, you're that way that's you. But this is my choice. And if you love me, then you should support me. I have friends who have dealt with the same situation. I've had friends who came out to their parents and their parents didn't support them and still don't support them. And I'm lucky that I have the family that I do that loves me no matter what choice I make. Obviously, there's choices that they would rather me not make as far as, good and bad choices in life. And that's with anyone. You don't want anyone hurt. You don't want to see anyone hurt. But you also should be okay with them making a choice that doesn't affect anyone else. So before you lash out on people over the internet, behind a keyboard, or even, in person, just think, how would you feel if you were in their shoes? Like I told my sisters, so one day when one of your kids grows up and they decide that they want to be with a girl or a boy, and they are a girl or a boy, so they want to be in a same-sex relationship because you have 6 kids. So there's chances that at least one of them will be this way. So you're telling me that you would tell your child that you love them and support them, but you don't support their relationship. I said, you are the kind of person that makes it hard for people like me to come out and to say how they truly feel because you judge. And in the Bible it says, judge lest ye be judged. So don't judge if you don't want to be judged. Because I guarantee you I could have said a lot of things to my sister about her choices in life. But I didn't. I held my tongue because those were her personal choices. And these are my personal choices. And I don't expect her to agree with them. But I just hope that people open up their eyes and see that the things that they say and do, whether intentionally hurting someone or not, can actually hurt them and really bother them and affect them. And we just have to be careful with our words because words are just as sharp of daggers as knives are. And more or less, to me, they hurt more. I'm going to remember what you said to me rather than what you did to me. And that's just how I work. But just know that in life, if you're going to judge people, don't judge them unless you want to be judged, because I guarantee you, you're not perfect either. So I just wanted to have that little conversation because I have a lot of people on here too that get on my YouTube and they get on my Instagram and they feel like they need to tell me that my views and opinions are wrong, and that's fine. But just remember that no one's perfect. We don't all make the right choices in life, and this choice is mine and it's no one else's. So whatever I feel like choosing in my life is going to be my decision. So thank you guys for listening to my soapbox, and I love you, and I will see you guys on the next one, and have a wonderful rest of your day.